There are people who face impossible situations and don't break. People who lose everything and still find a way forward. People who walk through hell and come out stronger, not bitter. What's their secret? It's not luck. It's not genetics. It's not privilege. It's an unbreakable mindset built on something most people have forgotten how to access: real faith. In the next 25 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to build this kind of mindset. The kind that makes you unstoppable. The kind that turns obstacles into opportunities and pain into power. This is not theory. This is the blueprint. Stay with me because your entire life is about to shift. Let me ask you something. When life hits you hard, and it will, what keeps you standing? When everything falls apart, when people disappoint you, when your plans crumble, when hope seems lost, what do you have to hold on to? For most people, the answer is nothing. They crumble. They break. They give up. They let circumstances dictate their state of mind. One bad week and they're in a mental spiral they can't escape. But there's another type of person. You've met them. You've seen them. They face the same storms everyone else does, but somehow they remain calm. Centered. Strong. Unshaken. What's the difference? An unbreakable mindset built on faith. Now, before you think this is going to be some religious sermon, let me be clear. This is about practical, applicable faith that works regardless of your specific beliefs. Whether you call it God, the universe, higher power, or source energy, the principles are the same. Faith is not just believing in something you can't see. Real faith is a mental framework that makes you psychologically unbreakable. It's a way of thinking that creates resilience, hope, and power even in the darkest circumstances. And here's the truth most people don't understand. Your mindset determines your life more than your circumstances ever will. Two people can go through the exact same situation. One comes out destroyed. The other comes out stronger. The difference? Mindset. And the foundation of an unbreakable mindset. Faith. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to build this mindset. The specific beliefs you need to adopt. The daily practices that strengthen it. The mental shifts that make you unstoppable. By the end, you'll have a complete blueprint for becoming mentally unbreakable through faith. Let's begin. Part 1: What an unbreakable mindset actually is. First, let's define what we're talking about. Because an unbreakable mindset doesn't mean you never feel pain. It doesn't mean you never struggle. It doesn't mean you're emotionless or detached. An unbreakable mindset means: Definition 1, you don't break under pressure. Pressure comes. Stress comes. Problems come. But you don't shatter. You bend, but you don't break. You might get knocked down, but you get back up. Every single time. People with unbreakable mindsets feel the full weight of their challenges, but they're not crushed by them. They carry the burden without collapsing. Definition 2, your peace is not circumstance dependent. Most people's mental state is completely controlled by what's happening around them. Good things happen, they're happy. Bad things happen, they're miserable. But an unbreakable mindset means your inner peace is anchored to something deeper than circumstances. You can experience external chaos while maintaining internal calm. Definition 3, you see setbacks as setups. Unbreakable people don't see obstacles as stop signs. They see them as redirections. Delays aren't denials. Closed doors mean there's a better door opening. Failure is feedback, not finality. This perspective shift is everything. It's the difference between being defeated by problems and being refined by them. Definition 4. You trust the process even when you can't see the outcome. An unbreakable mindset means you don't need to see the full picture to keep moving forward. You don't need to understand everything to trust that things are working out. You have faith in the journey even when the path is unclear. This is where most people break. They need certainty. They need guarantees. They need to see how it's all going to work out before they take the next step. But unbreakable people move forward in faith, not in sight. Definition 5. You know that you're bigger than your circumstances. People with unbreakable mindsets understand that they are not defined by what happens to them. They're defined by how they respond to what happens to them. You're not your job loss. You're not your heartbreak. You're not your failure. You're not your struggle. You're a spiritual being having a human experience, and no circumstance can change your core worth. Now, here's the key: none of this happens automatically. You're not born with an unbreakable mindset. You build it. And the foundation you build it on is faith. Let me show you how. Part 2: The 7 Pillars of Faith-Based Mindset. An unbreakable mindset built on faith rests on 7 foundational pillars. Each one is essential. Each one must be cultivated intentionally. Here they are. Pillar number 1: Belief that you're divinely guided. The first pillar is believing that you're not walking through life alone. That there's a higher power guiding you, protecting you, directing your steps. This belief changes everything. Because when you know you're guided, you stop trying to control everything. You stop panicking when things don't go according to your plan. You trust that there's a bigger plan at work. How to build this pillar? Start paying attention to the ways life guides you. The signs. The synchronicities. The times things didn't work out but then something better appeared. The moments when doors closed and better doors opened. Document these instances. Create a God Incidents journal where you write down every time the universe clearly guided you. Over time, you'll build undeniable evidence that you're being led. And that evidence strengthens your faith. Pillar number 2: Conviction that everything happens for you, not to you. This is a massive mental shift. Most people see themselves as victims of circumstance. Life happens to them. They're at the mercy of random events. But unbreakable people believe that everything happens for them. For their growth. For their evolution. For their ultimate good. Even the painful stuff. Especially the painful stuff. This doesn't mean you caused bad things to happen. It means you choose to extract lessons and growth from everything that does happen. How to build this pillar? When something difficult happens, immediately ask, what is this for? What am I supposed to learn? How is this making me stronger? Reframe every challenge as a teacher, not a punishment. Pillar number 3: Trust in divine timing. Unbreakable people understand that timing is not in their control. That delays don't mean denials. That waiting doesn't mean it's not coming. That the right things will happen at the right time. This pillar eliminates anxiety. Because most anxiety comes from trying to force things to happen on your timeline instead of trusting divine timing. How to build this pillar? Practice patience as a spiritual discipline. When you catch yourself anxious about timing, repeat, it will happen when it's meant to happen. The timing is perfect even when I don't understand it. Surrender control and trust the process. Pillar number 4: Certainty that you're equipped for what you're going through. God, the universe, life, whatever you call it, will never give you more than you can handle. This is spiritual law. You wouldn't be facing this challenge if you weren't capable of overcoming it. Unbreakable people know this. They trust that if they're in a situation, they have what they need to get through it. Maybe they can't see it yet. But the strength is there. The resources will appear. The way will be made. How to build this pillar? Look back at your life. Every challenge you thought would destroy you. You survived it. You're still here. Use your past as proof that you can handle your present. You're stronger than you think. Pillar number 5: Knowing that your worth is unchangeable. Your value is not determined by your achievements, your relationships, your bank account, or your circumstances. You are inherently worthy because you exist. You are loved by the divine unconditionally. This pillar prevents you from breaking when external things crumble. Because if your worth is internal and unchangeable, external losses can't destroy you. How to build this pillar? Daily affirmations of your worth. I am worthy because I am. My value is not earned, it's inherent. I am loved unconditionally by my Creator. Say this until you believe it. Let it sink into your soul. Pillar number 6, faith that suffering is temporary. Every difficult season has an expiration date. This pain will not last forever. This struggle will end. The storm will pass. Better days are coming. Unbreakable people hold onto this truth when everything feels hopeless. They know that this too shall pass. They trust that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. How to build this pillar? In your darkest moments, remind yourself of past storms you've weathered. Remember that you've never been stuck in a hard season permanently. Every single time, things got better. This time will be no different. Pillar number 7, assurance that there's purpose in your pain. Nothing you go through is wasted. Every struggle is shaping you. Every hardship is building something in you. Your pain has purpose. Your mess will become your message. Your test will become your testimony. This pillar transforms suffering from meaningless to meaningful. And when your pain has purpose, you can endure anything. How to build this pillar? Ask yourself daily, how is this challenge making me stronger? Who will I be able to help because I went through this? What is being built in me right now? When you can see purpose in your pain, you become unbreakable. These 7 pillars, when fully developed, create a mindset that nothing can shake. Build them intentionally. Strengthen them daily. They are your foundation. Part 3, Daily Practices that Strengthen Faith-Based Mindset. Now let's get practical. How do you actually build and maintain this unbreakable mindset day by day? Here are the non-negotiable daily practices. Practice number 1, morning spiritual connection, 10 to 15 minutes. Before you check your phone, before you do anything else, connect with your higher power. This sets the tone for your entire day. This could be prayer, meditation, reading spiritual texts, or simply sitting in silence and acknowledging the divine presence in your life. Say something like, God/universe, I surrender this day to you. Guide my steps. Give me strength. Help me see your hand in everything that happens. I trust you completely. This morning practice anchors you before the chaos of the day begins. It reminds you that you're not alone. That you're guided. That you're loved. Make this non-negotiable. Even 5 minutes changes everything. Practice number 2, gratitude journaling. Every single day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This trains your brain to look for the good even when life is hard. Gratitude is the antidote to despair. It's impossible to be both grateful and hopeless at the same time. When you practice gratitude daily, you're building evidence that good things exist in your life. That you're blessed. That you have reasons to keep going. On the hardest days, you might write, I'm grateful I woke up. I'm grateful I have breath in my lungs. I'm grateful this struggle is making me stronger. That's enough. Gratitude doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be genuine. Practice number 3, affirmations of faith. Speak truth over yourself every single day. Your words have power. What you repeatedly say, you eventually believe. What you believe, you become. Create affirmations that strengthen your faith-based mindset. I am divinely guided and protected. Everything is working together for my good. I trust divine timing completely. I am stronger than any challenge I face. My faith is bigger than my fear. I am unbreakable because my foundation is solid. Say these out loud. With conviction. Daily. They reprogram your subconscious mind. Practice number 4, reframing challenges. When something difficult happens during your day, immediately practice reframing it. Instead of, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Instead of, "This is terrible." Say, "This is tough, but I'm tougher. I can handle this." Instead of, "Nothing ever works out for me." Say, "Things always work out for me, even when I don't understand how yet." This constant reframing trains your mind to see obstacles as opportunities. It's a practice. The more you do it, the more automatic it becomes. Practice number 5, evening reflection. Before bed, take 5 minutes to reflect on your day. Ask yourself, where did I see evidence of divine guidance today? What challenged me and how did I respond? What am I learning right now? What am I grateful for about today, even if it was hard? This reflection practice keeps you aware of your growth. It helps you see patterns. It reminds you that you're making progress even when it doesn't feel like it. Practice number 6, scripture or spiritual reading. Feed your faith daily. Read texts that strengthen your spiritual connection and remind you of eternal truths. This could be the Bible, the Quran, Buddhist texts, spiritual philosophy, or any writing that deepens your faith and expands your perspective. Your mind needs spiritual food just like your body needs physical food. Feed it daily. Practice number 7, surrender practice. At least once a day, practice surrendering control. Physically release the tension you're holding from trying to control outcomes. Take a deep breath and say, "I release control. I trust divine timing. I surrender this situation to God/universe. I let go." Feel the weight lift off your shoulders. This practice prevents the anxiety and stress that comes from trying to control everything. Practice number 8, acts of service. Do something kind for someone else. Service takes you out of your own problems and reminds you that you have value to offer the world. Helping others when you're struggling yourself is powerful. It reminds you that you're not helpless. You're not just surviving. You still have something to give. This strengthens your mindset by shifting your focus from "What's wrong in my life?" to "How can I make a difference?" Practice number 9, movement and energy release. Your body stores stress and anxiety. You need to move it out. Walk. Run. Dance. Do yoga. Whatever gets your body moving and energy flowing. Physical movement directly impacts mental strength. You cannot have a strong mind in a stagnant body. Move daily. Practice number 10, connection with your faith community. Surround yourself with people who share your faith. People who can remind you of truth when you forget. People who can pray with you, encourage you, hold you accountable. You cannot build an unbreakable mindset in isolation. You need spiritual community. Find your people. Connect regularly. These 10 practices, done consistently, will build and maintain an unbreakable mindset. They're not optional. They're essential. Part 4, what to do when your faith is tested. Let's be real. There will be times when your faith is tested. Times when these practices feel hollow. Times when you question everything. Times when you want to give up. This is normal. This is part of the journey. Even people with unbreakable mindsets have moments of doubt. The difference is they know how to navigate those moments without breaking. Here's what to do when your faith is shaking. Strategy 1, remember your history. Go back to your journal. Your gratitude entries. Your documented God incidences. Look at the evidence you've been collecting. Remind yourself of every time you thought you wouldn't make it but you did. Every time a door closed and a better one opened. Every time you were guided when you couldn't see the way. Your history is proof that you're carried. Use it when doubt creeps in. Strategy 2. Speak truth out loud. When fear and doubt are loud in your mind, speak truth out loud with your mouth. Louder than the doubt. I trust God even when I'm afraid. My faith is bigger than this fear. I've made it through 100% of my hardest days. This one is no different. Speaking truth breaks the cycle of spiraling negative thoughts. Strategy 3. Reach out for support. Don't suffer alone. Call someone from your faith community. Tell them you're struggling. Ask them to remind you of truth. Ask them to pray with you or for you. There's no shame in needing support. That's what community is for. Unbreakable doesn't mean you never need help. It means you know how to access help when you do. Strategy 4. Simplify your faith. When everything feels complicated and overwhelming, go back to the basics. What's the simplest truth you know? God loves me. I'm not alone. This too shall pass. I am stronger than I think. Hold on to the simple truths when the complex ones feel out of reach. Strategy 5. Surrender the need to understand. Sometimes you're not going to understand why things are happening. And that's okay. You don't need to understand to trust. Release the need to have all the answers. Say, I don't understand this, but I trust that it's working for my good somehow. Peace doesn't come from understanding everything. Peace comes from trusting even when you don't understand. Strategy 6. Take the next right step. Don't worry about the whole journey. Don't worry about how it's all going to work out. Just take the next right step. What's one thing you can do right now? Do that thing. Then ask again, what's the next right step? And do that. One step at a time. One day at a time. One moment at a time. This is how you move through seasons of doubt. Part 5. The transformation of an unbreakable mindset. Let me tell you what happens when you commit to building an unbreakable mindset through faith. How your life transforms. Transformation 1. Peace becomes your default state. Instead of anxiety being your baseline, peace becomes your default. You still experience stress, but it doesn't control you. You return to peace quickly. This inner stability changes everything. Your relationships improve. Your health improves. Your decision-making improves. Everything gets better when you operate from peace instead of panic. Transformation 2. Obstacles don't stop you anymore. You see challenges differently. Instead of thinking, this is impossible, you think, this is difficult, but I can figure it out. I'm guided. I'm equipped. I'll find a way. This mindset makes you unstoppable. Because you don't quit when things get hard. You adapt. You pivot. You persevere. Transformation 3. You become a source of strength for others. When you're unbreakable, people notice. They're drawn to your peace. Your stability. Your faith. You become a light in other people's darkness. And you get to help others build their own unbreakable mindsets. Your strength becomes contagious. Your faith inspires faith in others. Transformation 4. You stop fearing the future. When your mindset is anchored in faith, you're not afraid of what's coming. You trust that whatever comes, you'll handle it. That you're guided. That you're protected. That it's all working for your good. This eliminates so much anxiety. You can be present. You can enjoy today. Because you're not constantly worried about tomorrow. Transformation 5. You recognize your power. You realize that you're not a victim. You're not powerless. You're a co-creator with the divine. You have agency. You have strength. You have faith that moves mountains. This recognition of your own power, grounded in divine connection, makes you absolutely unstoppable. So here's my final question for you. Are you ready to build an unbreakable mindset? Are you ready to become the kind of person who can't be shaken? Who faces storms and stays standing? Who walks through fire and comes out refined, not destroyed? Or are you going to keep letting circumstances control your mental state? Keep breaking every time life gets hard? Keep feeling powerless and afraid? The choice is yours. But you're here, at the end of this video, which tells me you're ready. You're tired of being mentally fragile. You're ready to build something solid. Something unshakable. Here's what I want you to do right now. Choose one pillar and one daily practice from this video. Just one of each. Commit to building that pillar and doing that practice for the next 30 days. Maybe it's building the pillar of, everything happens for me, not to me, and practicing morning spiritual connection. Maybe it's building trust in divine timing and doing daily gratitude journaling. Pick one pillar, one practice, and commit. Then drop a comment below saying, I'm building an unbreakable mindset, so I know you're committed. Share this video with someone who needs to build their faith and strengthen their mindset. Someone who's struggling right now. Someone who needs to know they can be unbreakable. Subscribe to this channel because we're building a community of mentally and spiritually strong people who refuse to break. This is just the beginning. Remember, an unbreakable mindset is not something you're born with. It's something you build. Brick by brick. Practice by practice. Day by day. And the foundation is faith. Faith that you're guided. Faith that you're protected. Faith that everything is working together for your good. Faith that you're stronger than anything life throws at you. Build that foundation. The storms are coming. They always do. But when your foundation is solid, you don't break. You bend. You adapt. You grow. But you don't break. Now go build your unbreakable mindset. I believe in you. See you in the next video. Your mindset determines your life. Your faith determines your mindset. Start building today. Watch this next video to learn how to maintain unshakable faith during life's darkest moments.